Hey guys, here with another episode of Trainer Confidential. We had to take a little hiatus for a second. Donnie had a big show he's prepping for. So we wanted to say this is a special show. We're gonna go over his show and his prep, and he had a lot happen, man. And so we're going to pick the right time to talk about it, and that's what we're doing. So hope you guys enjoy. How you doing, Donnie?
I'm doing all right, man. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I got one more week off, and I start up for the Worlds next week. As a matter of fact,
and you were at Meet the Pros this weekend at the Tangy Classic.
Correct. Yes,
That was cool. The Tangy was a good show too.
Yeah, it was a pretty good turnout,
especially for Novus.
Yeah. Now our folks did pretty good and stuff, and Chase. I mean, he got a second and a third, and like I said, it's very first show and stuff, and
that's awesome.
Not a lot of people come out of there with hardware, on their very first show,
No.
And of course, Linda, who's getting ready for New Jersey, she got a pair of firsts.
Yes.
In over 50 bikini and 55. I mean 60 bikini and 55 bikini. So yeah.
And she's in Jersey tomorrow or the next day?
She's flying out, I believe, Tuesday,
yeah. So that's coming up next week. Wow. And that's national, so she's gonna try to get her pro card. I think she's gonna get it. I mean,
we'll see. She's been at it a little bit, so she's
looking
really good right now.
Who shows up?
She's looking really good. We didn't know peak week protocols whatsoever. We says, okay, just go in just the way you are.
Just
didn't fill her out, didn't dry her out. That's coming this week. And
really,
yeah, she just went in just the way she was, and boom, she pulled 2 firsts.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, she looked great. Yeah. I mean, from what I seen, she just got done tanning and stuff, so I didn't see everything, but she looked great. Yeah, that's awesome. And James' girlfriend also, she got, she
got third, I believe.
Third, yes, and then second.
Yeah, it was almost on a dare. I mean, it's like, you thinking about doing one? Yeah, I'm thinking about doing one. Why don't you do this one? Okay,
Is that how it was?
It was something like that, something along those lines, and she just decided to do it, and she did.
Yeah, that caught me off guard because I seen James in the gym been weeks ago now, and he's like, yeah, she's doing Tangy, and I'm like, really? I didn't know anything about it, so that's cool.
So that really says something about the raw talent she has.
Yes,
she's only been training. I think he said about a year. So and there was no real prep involved in this. I mean, a little bit. But I think they said about 6 weeks or so, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah, she had a coach too. I met her coach. I don't remember what her name is, but okay. Yeah, she was. Yeah, so that's awesome.
But that was still pretty much raw talent.
Yeah, it is totally, and just to pick something up like that too. Like, yeah, I mean, on a whim, you want to do a show? Yeah, what the hell? I'll do this one. I mean, that's pretty impressive. It's different going up on a stage where everybody's there to pick up your body part. Apart, that's a totally different animal. You have nothing to hide. Everything's on the table. So, big respect for her for that. So let's talk about your show, the West Coast Classic.
Yeah.
You want to just jump right in it? You want to start off with prejudging? You want to stay? I'm gonna let you.
So there's something to lead up to it. I mean, they're no perfect. You want to have an event free prep, and of course, I had some things happen. The lean out phase turned out pretty decent. I think I got in pretty lean and stuff. The fill out phase. The dry out phase wasn't fine. Was fine. It went the way it normally goes. But the fill out phase, I just did not foresee that happening. One of the foods that I typically fill up on, it's pasta, and I'll go through probably about 4, 5, 6 pasta meals, and about into my second pasta meal, I just got heartburn. I used the same spaghetti sauce, the whole 9 yards. And just got heartburn really, really, really bad. And I started getting violent hiccups and all of this stuff's going on. And so, my deal now is, am I going to be able to fill out the way I should, and I think I got full enough. I was happy with the look going to it. I mean, I didn't look bad or anything like that. but yeah, it's sometimes, you know, when you have it, you have your protocols all set up. And let's take a football, and you got your lead running back gets injured. You know, now you got to change the dynamics a little bit because there's some things that you want to do that you can't do. So, you know, but I think we pulled it out fairly decent and stuff. So yeah,
And that's what makes a good
like,
player to be able to do that. I mean,
huh?
that's
And the
what
thing
makes a
about
good player to be able to do that, because
right,
stuff
and
happens.
there was no 60 division, so it was only 50 division, and you know, I'm of the shows I've done, I'm undefeated as a 60 competitor, but I was 0 for 2 at the time, and it was like, okay, well, let's see what we got. Let's see what I can do here. So we can go ahead and go from there.
All right. Well, let's get the video started. And by the way, Donnie just turned 63 too. He's 63 years old. So okay,
I was 63. I was 63 at the time here. Yeah.
Yeah. You just turned it, what, a week before that, right? Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. A week before it was.
All
It
right.
was a week before.
Start off with prejudging. So go right here. Let's see here. So this was 40s, I think, right?
Yeah. These are the 40s.
Yeah.
So these are all pretty much all. I'm in the back, and so I guess they're done. So, and then I would probably I'll do my 60-second deal here, and you know, I'm
There you
of
come.
course the typical, you know, hey, I'm finally here. You know, right now they're waiting for I guess waiting for those guys to
Announce.
catch their breath and stuff before they start.
Oh yeah, because yeah, that makes sense. I like the stage. They did up the stage pretty good.
Yeah, the stage was pretty good. I mean, yeah, Riverside, it's a pretty interesting city. I didn't get a chance to, you know, see all of it, but
Did you mess around while you're up there? And did you go right
no.
straight back
I
home?
drove through it though. We drove through it, so
Okay, here you come. Your first routine.
so I typical. There you go. Yeah, a little slip right there. So yeah.
I thought you looked pretty crisp up there. You were definitely dry enough. I don't
Yeah,
know what you could have.
the Christmas tree was in,
Yeah, you were the only one up there with Christmas tree. That's your kill shot right there. All right, so now we got the lineup, right? I think, or no, they're gonna go to.
they're gonna do the lineup because
Okay, yeah, because the other guys already did
they've
their.
already posed in their 40
Yeah,
division, so
yeah.
they were in the 40 division. So this is actual 50 division. So all these guys are in their 50s, except for me though.
Now the guy in the blue trunks, and the blonde hair, that
Yeah,
guy, I thought he was a pretty impressive poser.
he is. He is. He was.
And he's got a hell of a story. Apparently, they said on here he was basically like homeless and stuff or something, and he had a lot of stuff happen to him. He came out, pulled it out, and became a pro bodybuilder.
Wow, it's
Yeah,
impressive.
they talk about it. I think in finals. I think.
I remember that. I was back, and I remember they were talking about that. I know that was him they were talking about. So
Yeah.
did not know that. So me and Rusty, we were going for the overall at the Legion. When I did the Legion show, I won the 60 division. He won the 50 division, and we had we had the 40 guy won it. So, but yeah, we this is not our first time.
Yeah,
Um,
I've seen you a couple times battle against Rusty actually.
so
That mustache is like a I love that guy's mustache. That is so awesome. If I could grow something like that, I would totally grow a mustache like that. Okay, now watch the back here. You clearly have everybody beat, in my opinion, from all the back shots.
And like I
Here
said,
comes
looking at the scorecards, they had the guy on the outside of me. They had him second here too. So yeah.
Oh, he did really?
Yeah, he was second here too. He was second in the first round. He was second in the second round. So I was third across the board.
Huh.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder what they're looking at because
Well, yeah. Wow.
it was like that with Chase this weekend too. At the what was it, the juniors? I I did not see that happening, and I don't know what they were looking at, but yeah, I know. When I seen this, I text you. I said first or second. Well, what a great lineup though for 50s though. All right. So now after that, what'd you do after that? You had to get back up on stage. Was it 5 o'clock? It was about like noon 30 or something like that after you got done here, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I think we wait a minute. Let me see something here. Did we go? Yeah, we went back to the room. Yeah, I went back
Okay.
to the room. I ate and just went back to the room,
How are you feeling?
and yeah, I didn't burn through. It's not like the Legion of the Worlds where I do two events, and you can burn through a lot of that glycogen.
Oh hell yeah.
And
Yeah.
you really need to have a pretty substantial meal to give yourself some time to let it get in your system and stuff. But I still I didn't feel like I burnt through all of that glycogen. So I had a meal, and then I just went to the room and I chilled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much what I do. Yeah, yeah.
How did you feel? How did you feel after you were you? I mean,
So
how did you
me
feel?
personally speaking, at the time, I thought I was thinking either first or second, based on
Okay.
how they placed us and stuff, and then at the finals. First of all, I didn't know there would be a round two.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought, but the worlds and the way they did it at the Legion last time, you just did your routine and got your rewards,
Hmm. Yeah.
and then here we did our routines, and so we're lining up, and I'm like, okay, let's see what we got. And they were like, well, what? And they were getting ready to do the awards, and so no, wait a minute, gotta do the second round. I'm like, there's a second round, you know. I think if I'd have known there were going to be a second round, I probably would have taken it a little bit more, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
to make sure that I was pretty full.
Is this going to become standard now? Because they do that at the
I have the
honor
foggiest idea. I don't
and
have
the
the foggiest
Olympiad.
idea.
So, but
All I
that's
know is
that
that in my
shows.
after action, I just wrote down, hey, look, this one they did a second round. They probably won't do it at the Worlds or the Legion, but I know I'm going to prep for it though.
Yeah, oh hell yeah, because they do it.
Between
They do it at
shows,
the
I'm going to treat
Olympiad.
it as if there's going to be a second round.
Yeah, I mean, because that's something to know. I imagine probably none of the guys knew that though, huh? And how they were lining you guys up too. I know the 40s right here. What they had Rusty off to the left, I believe. And that's why I was saying first or second because they put you to the left and Rusty to the right, and how they placed and who actually won this finals for the 40s. Rusty was off to the right, I believe. It looked to me how they were placing it. You were going to be first or second from 40s anyway.
Yeah.
Let's check out your routine though.
Well, yeah, sure.
Oh, they're still lining up.
No, this is yeah. I think this is this the is this the evening?
Yeah, this is finals here.
This is round two. This is
Yeah.
finals right here.
So this
So
is
yeah, this
40s.
is this is the awards for the
40s, yeah.
yeah.
How long has Rusty been bodybuilding for? You know?
I think I first heard about Rusty in the 90s.
Oh, so he's been doing it for a while. Okay.
Yeah, he's been doing it a long time. I'm just saying I heard of him in the 90s. and he was already, an established bodybuilder, so he probably goes back even further than that. I would say probably maybe the 80s or so.
Was he
You know,
pro then, or
huh?
did he become pro
I
masters?
believe
Or
I believe he was.
okay,
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
now that guy there, he was pretty impressive. I like the award too. That's a cool award, and they give you a bottle of wine.
Uh, mm.
All right, we'll go past this here. Get off their screen. There we go. Oh yeah.
No, yeah, I didn't see that. I never saw that part. I watched the whole thing. I never saw that.
You're coming out first here next year, so
Yeah.
so first place won a ticket and lodging right to the Legions.
To the Legion, yeah.
Yeah. How heavy did you say he was?
230.
Oh, really? Yeah, he does
Yeah.
look like he's 250. Huh. Was he tall? Six,
Yeah,
over
he
6
was.
foot?
Yeah, he's really tall. He's well over 6 feet.
Wow. Okay.
Well, he was a lot taller than I was. Let's put it like that.
There he is. That was a good song he chose too. I like that.
I've never seen this angle here, so they're not doing it from the side. So, huh? Hmm.
Your back looked crazy though.
Oh. Mm.
2 hours of cardio every day.
Mhm.
And what, no carbs for four months?
It was, well, not four, but it was about 5 weeks or so.
5 weeks?
Mm.
That's a good shot. Audience like that one. Now, so you have two posing routines. The first one was a minute, and the second one's a minute and a half, right? Is that how, or 2 minutes?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking at this point, I'm thinking, okay, we're just gonna do the awards and stuff, and then I can go drink. I'm kind of happy. I'm like, okay. They're like, wait a minute here. No, we're gonna do another round.
Well, it sounded like the announcer thought it was like that too. He said, "Wait, no, we're doing another round."
I'm like, you can see, I'm like, oh my God, please, are you serious? And here we are. We're at it again. So this is the first time this is the first time I've done this as a Masters Pro to go through a second round. So
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
what would you what did Rusty weigh? Do you know?
I, I don't know. I do not know.
So ain't nobody else got that Christmas tree, man. I know, like I said before, I just seen something different when I'm watching this. Your back's better than all their backs, I thought. All the back
I thought
shots.
the guy in the blue, I thought his back was pretty good too. So
Really?
yeah, I thought his back double up bicep was pretty good.
I don't think it was better than yours. But you know, I was watching it live, so it's a lot different when you're there in person. That guy, I liked his posing routine though. The guy in the blue shorts, he had an
Yeah.
excellent pose. He's really good at posing.
Yeah.
His routine was really good.
And so yeah, they did this, and they moved it to the outside. I'm like, okay, maybe they're just switching around, and then so yeah, so I'm like, okay, we'll see what we got.
So the guy with the beard, he looks better at finals than he did at prejudging.
Yeah, he did.
I like Rusty's lat spread. He's got a good one. Front lat spread. Oh, you're right. He does. That guy in the blue shorts does have great back double bicep.
Yeah.
But he's just not as thick as you on the bottom, though. I mean, you have a slab of muscle on you. You're thicker.
Mm, mm.
He's got a good abdominal and thigh, the bearded guy.
Yeah. All right, man. We go to the awards part.
Oh, it's coming right up. There we go. Non Lee. Huh. Have you ever seen a trophy like that before?
No, no.
Well, that wrapped up finals there.
Yep. So like I said, I start up again next week. I'll be 9 weeks out from Pittsburgh, so
Yeah.
I'll be starting out.
It's a warm up show, man. That's all it is. It's a warm up show. That's
Yeah,
what it,
mm, it's all right. It's cool.
but you know what it is though? It's fuel. That's what it is. It's
Yeah,
fuel.
yeah, and I know that I've already said that it's
Yeah.
fuel. So I start
Yes.
up Monday as no, let me see. I start up 9 weeks out. So I have
Yes.
one more week and then I will start.
Yeah.
So
What would you have done differently if you could go back?
um I don't the lean out phase went well. I mean, I thought I was about as lean as I could get, It
Yeah, I
was
think so
just
too.
the fill out phase is where I ran into some trouble. And it's like I said, just digestive issues, the whole 9 yards, and heartburn. And I've never had that happen before, And the thing is I use this, I've loaded up on this 3 times prior,
Mhm.
and did the same protocols and had no problems. And then my esophagus just decided to go haywire. And
Same
then with the
sauce brand
hiccups,
and everything.
huh?
Same everything, same sauce and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Because once I get something that works, I'm not going to change it, and unless I have to, and now I guess I have to,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it didn't turn out quite the way I wanted it to, but
So like
that's
it
okay.
was
I mean, I I did it, but I think I am going to stay in my lane. I probably won't do any more 50s. I will probably just stay in my lane, stay in the 60s, and
yeah.
go with that.
No, man, I thought you were great. I was you probably could have heard me yelling at my TV, man. I was pretty excited to see you up there. You're an inspiration like crazy. I don't even know if you realize how much of an inspiration you are to me, amongst others. I mean, you're a legend, man, and you did great. And it's like with I know well, I got third in Emerald, and the time before the year last year I got third, and I didn't understand how I got third. I'm looking at the pictures and I'm pretty critical of myself, and I'm just like, how did that guy get better score than me? And and I can't figure it out. I just don't know. Sometimes I wonder what they're looking at, and I don't know. It's just personal preference. For example, the guy that won over Chase. My personal preference, I think Chase got a better physique. The other guy was taller.
I think, and you're right. Chase had a better physique, but it was more of an intangibles. This
Is that
guy,
what it is?
it was his stage presence.
Okay.
He had a stage presence
He
about
did.
him.
He
And
did.
the thing about is Chase has a great physique, but he's very timid. He was kind of, he was just up, there wasn't a lot of pop to his disposition, and this guy was just he was flaming,
You're right. Yeah.
and so as far as physique goes, yeah, I would definitely take Chase's physique, but in a lot of cases, it's more than just about physiques, you know what I mean? And now,
Okay.
if
Yeah.
this guy had a bad physique, then and he was as assertive as he was, it wouldn't have mattered, But the thing about it, the guy he came in pretty.
Yeah.
He had a good physique.
Yeah.
I don't think it was as good as Chase's, but he just showed that confidence, and it's Chase's first time. He just said, "Hey man, I was shaking. I was really, and apparently this guy, he's either done it before or
No, that was his
he
first show because
some
he was in
experience
True
on it."
Novus and everything. He did like 6 events. He did all classic, all novices and classic and juniors. And so yeah, he did 6 events, did juniors, True
Yeah.
Novus, and Novus.
Okay. And maybe he's just one of those natural entertainers, you know what I mean? You get these
Yeah.
bodybuilders, they're just, I mean, Kai Green is one, I mean, he is just he's just a natural entertainer and stuff, and he can really, blow up a routine and make himself appear bigger than he is, as
So
far as quality physique, the whole 9 yards. But
as far
yeah,
as
I mean, physique wise, I definitely I thought Chase was, the better physique and stuff. But yeah, this guy, he pulled it off.
so when it comes to the judges, they're supposed to, they rank you on three things, symmetry, conditioning, and all three things put together, right? So you have to have that stage present too, even though that's not really graded on, but it kind of just makes you stick out. Is that what it is? I mean,
Right, yeah, it's like I said, there's some intangibles to everything. There's intangibles to bodybuilding too. I mean, I guess one of the classics it would be, Arnold and Sergio.
yeah,
I mean, people would say, definitely structurally, Sergio had the superior physique. He did, and the first time they competed, he beat Arnold. But
yeah,
but Arnold, what he did the second time around, he came with an improved physique. He just threw intangibles at Sergio,
you're right.
and those intangibles are the things that really got him over the top.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, it was a stage presence, who he was. Yeah,
yeah, so yeah.
so that says a lot to me when I'm on stage, because I'm not really the type that smiles a lot. So smiling and stuff like that is really important, even though
Yeah, yeah,
technically you're not getting graded on it, right? But
right,
it's important.
yeah. You
So
got those intangibles,
small little things to pick up on. Did you get a chance to talk to the judges?
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
no. I did my after action review. I got my positives. I got my negatives.
Yeah.
I know what I'm going to work on. And then I need to address my I need to address my dry out phase. I mean my lean out phase, because I love to keep the pasta in, but I don't know whether it was the acidity of the tomatoes.
So it just wouldn't
I
go
don't.
away, like you couldn't take Tums and it would go away. Just
This was bad.
weird.
This was
That's
bad. I
crazy.
mean, from 0 to 10, this was about an 8. I mean,
Jeez.
I mean, even when I hicked up, my esophagus was so inflamed, it was painful.
Oh
So
man.
I was not a happy camper at the time.
Oh, so what are you thinking next time? I like cream of
So,
rice. I think
so
that's a
what I'm thinking right now, where I'm at right now, based on what I weigh, and and still well in single digits, I'm gonna start 9 weeks out. I'm thinking probably about 5 weeks out. I'm I'm gonna be pretty close to where I was,
you're gonna
you
try it
know.
again, see what happens.
Huh?
You're gonna try it again, see what happens 5 weeks out.
No, no, no. What I'm saying is,
Okay.
at 5 weeks out, I should be pretty much there,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so I just try to just tighten up some more and come down a little bit more, and and maybe well, I don't. There's some things in that fill out phase that I've got to address. So
Mhm.
I don't want to really disclose it, but there's some things in that fill out phase that definitely needs to be addressed. So
Yeah.
I'm going
Yeah.
to go with that.
You got the lean out and you got the dry out on. I mean, you got those are tits for you. I mean,
Yeah, dry out went without a hitch,
and your
and
lean out, you were about 4 or 5 weeks ahead to begin with. I mean,
well,
you're just pretty much hanging out for the last I mean, you were way ahead of schedule to begin with on your lean out. Don't you
so
think?
we'll check it out. I'm gonna address that fill out phase.
All right,
I'll get
man.
it squared away though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. We have Masters Olympias coming up in what, 7 weeks? 8 weeks. Eight
Is it
weeks,
8 weeks,
Masters.
something like that?
Yeah, it's already coming.
Oh, that's
Uh,
right. Yeah, as
yeah,
a matter of fact, it happens before the Worlds.
yeah, yeah. So that'll be interesting. Maybe,
I think we're like a week later.
yeah, yeah. So we'll see how that pans out. Well, there's a lot of cool stuff happening. So coming up. So we're gonna
But
touch on that.
Yeah, I mean, and the way it goes, I mean, if they don't break it, like I said, I'm gonna pretty much stay in my lane.
Yeah.
I'll stay in the 60 division. I think I'm gonna do all the 60 shows. In there's not that many, but I know there's one in Chicago, there's one in Florida. I'm gonna do those and see if I can take those and just pretty much stay in my lane.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I mean, as a bodybuilder, people look, he's okay, he's good, he's all right. But when you tell, hey, look, this guy he's a 60 competitor,
Yeah.
then that's when things are like, whoa, okay,
Yeah.
wait a minute. So
60-year-olds don't walk around looking like you, Donnie. It's not
so
normal.
I'm going
And there's a big
I'm
difference between 50 and 60.
there and there, I mean, there is. I mean, you get an elite 60 against an elite 50, and it's a foregone conclusion. If you get an elite
Yeah.
50 against an elite 40,
Yeah.
it's pretty much a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
Now you take that elite 50 and put him up against an average 40 class, and he'll hold his own easily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you get an elite 50 against an elite 40, it's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
The 50 is not going to be first.
It really is.
Not against an elite 40.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. And you just go down the line with it, elite 60 against an elite 50. So yeah.
All right, man. Well, we're about ready to cut off here. So good night to you. Good night to you, Donnie. I'm gonna see you this week for training, yeah?
Yeah, you will, man.
All right. Have a good night. Having a good night, you
You too
guys.
now.